Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their relationships and life issues. Go to writemac.com if you want to book a session or if you want to send your story in. The Land I Never Saw. Hey, coach, this one's a classic, just not in a good way. I bought a piece of land, beautiful sea view, perfect sunsets, the kind of place that sounds too good to be true, and it was. Okay. I like sea view. I never actually saw the land in person. I bought it based on photos and the trust I had in a woman I was in a long-distance relationship with. We met while I was on vacation in Asia. She was sweet, caring, everything seemed real. Okay, well, you can be fooled, you can be manipulated, you can be conned. Doesn't have to just be with a woman or a relationship. This happens in the world, okay? So when she said her mother was sick and needed help with hospital bills, I sent money. When she said her uncle had land for sale at a discount, I didn't hesitate. All right, again, this is manipulation. As the movie went, Catch Me If You Can. Some people are good at this. Manipulation works even better when intimacy is your leverage. And this happens. So the reason why I'm saying this is for you not to feel shameful or guilty. It's just like getting robbed. Right? Like if you got pickpocketed and you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, your mind is being robbed of the logic and reason that you use by someone else that's manipulating you. This is a real thing that can happen. Okay? Months passed, her mom was still sick, more money needed, and then radio silence, she disappeared. My friend said, I've been hustled. You were. I didn't want to believe it, but then I used Google reversed image search on the land photo she sent me. Sure enough, they were pulled from the internet. Well, there you go. Okay, so now you have hard evidence. There's no closure in this. You've lost money. You've been fooled, but stop the bleeding. You with me? Still, I had to see it for myself. I flew out there, found the address, her car. One I helped her buy was in the driveway. I knocked, a man answered, said she didn't live there anymore. I didn't believe him, so I waited. 8 hours later, she pulled out of the driveway with the same man. I followed them to the market. When I confronted her, she acted shocked, claimed I changed my number. Okay, so the lies don't end. She hasn't changed. She said she tried to reach me, then she flipped it on me, said the land was hers, and that she sold it to help her mother. Okay? So at this point, this individual has no credibility. You've gone down there to confront her. And a lot of times in relationships or breakups, people are always looking for closure. And I often will tell people, you're not really going to find closure. It's just going to be a slow burn. And at some point in your life, you're going to move on. You're going to meet someone else, and that'll be your closure where you just stop thinking about them so much. In this particular case, when you go down there and she said she sold the land to take care of her mother, this is closure. You're done. There's no more finding out if it's true or not. You've been hustled. This wasn't a relationship built on love or attraction. It was built on lies and money. Okay? She and the man got back in the car and drove off. That was yesterday. I'm still here sitting in this mess. What do I do? I would book a session with myself or someone else out there. This is going to take you a little bit of time. And what you want in the session is just to have your story heard. Also, I'll just have someone hold space, which means you don't want pity right now. And your friends and family are just going to automatically think you're nuts. Okay? They don't know what happened. They don't know how she charmed you. They don't know the intimacy you had. And so you need a little bit of time to divulge that to someone in private and also lick your wounds and heal. And so this would be a great time for you to talk to someone. Okay? If you booked a session with myself, we'd probably do some EFT, which is emotional freedom techniques, some meridian tapping, and just talk about it. But I wouldn't go to friends and family because a lot of them are going to have negative. They're not trained in dealing with this, and they just look at it like, oh, you got catfished, ha ha ha. They don't have their feelings involved, and they don't look, and you're still alive and you're still okay. It's cut and dry to them, where you still are emotionally involved and you got fooled. It's hard to deal with. Questions to reflect on: is closure always worth chasing when trust has already been broken? I mean, in this case, when you have money and land involved, I think what you needed to do was close a loop. So in psychology, we call it an open loop, where it's a cliffhanger. Was this land really there? Did she really do this to me? Is she a real person? So you needed to fly out there, see it in person one last time, confront her. And that confrontation that you had wasn't good, but now you know. Okay, she's all in on being a complete liar. Okay? And now it's your job to move on, move forward, and not confront her again. And there's no way of getting your money back. You have to accept reality here. What lesson did this experience teach you about love, money, and hope? Right? Long distance relationships are already difficult. If they seem too good to be true, or there's money being asked of you a lot in the beginning, then your antenna's got to go up. You got to meet the mom that's sick. You got to see the land that you're buying. And what I'd add to that is, don't think all women in Asia are bad, or all women that, have a sick mom are bad. This is an isolated situation that happened to you, and you're going to need some time to get over it. And you're going to have to go talk to someone about it to sort through it. And when you go talk to someone, you're just trying to process a new perspective. Okay, because right now your perspective is hurt, lied to, and probably angry. Can you move forward with without revenge, just wisdom? Absolutely. Revenge is a natural inclination by the human mind. When you've been hurt, you want to hurt someone else. When someone punches you in the face, you want to punch them in the face, okay? In this particular case, you don't have a lot of leverage. The idea that she lives in another continent or country, right? Because you didn't say you lived in Asia, helps. That distance helps. If you lived in the same town, same city, it would be very difficult. Now, here's the thing about revenge. It doesn't age well. It's really nice for the day, the hour, but on your deathbed, or 40 years later, or 10 years later, you don't feel better. You actually feel better if you can get through the situation without revenge.